What's up guys, DaYDreaMz back with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys the Strongest Lord competition. Do a little bit of tips and tricks, tell you a little bit about what's going on in Kingdom 1545, and yeah, just basically like any of the other videos, basically like a vlog, but in, you know, doing a little bit of a guide in there as well. So basically, we're number one in 1545. If you've missed the last few videos, we have a lot of LOK here. UN1 is LOK as well. And then we have TEA and a big Korean alliance that we're going to be fighting as well, which I'm not used to fighting the Korean alliances. I'm usually allied to Korean alliances. But yeah, we have, you know, half of the top 10's LOK. The rest of the kingdom is against us. So we have an uphill battle because I'm going to show you something about the Strongest Lord event. So Strongest Lord starts tomorrow, and I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks to, you know, win the Strongest Lord and get that 60k gold, because that gold is huge. We're doing a little sandbagging ourselves. We're saving all of our golden speed ups for the recharge event and the Strongest Lord event. So it starts in one day. I've been just slowly building, so you know, I'm not going to show my cards. I'm going to basically wait until the Strongest Lord event and try to get as high in the Strongest Lord event as I can. So the first Strongest Lord event, remember, it doesn't have a kill event. So you're only going to win the 40,000 gold. You will not get, or yeah, the 40,000 gold. You will not get the extra 20,000 for the 60k, but that's okay. This is a guide for all kingdoms. I know most of you guys aren't in the Kingdom 1545, so I'm going to say, like, you know, how to win the Strongest Lord for all kingdoms. So the kill event's a whole other video. I'm going to link how to win the actual kill event in the description. This is just for the sub events leading up until the kill event. But before I get into that, I want to show you guys the art of the Korean sandbagging. So basically what this is the Koreans are real smart. They want all the gold they can get. They're the craftiest players probably in the game. Them or the Taiwanese. I got this level 5 castle that keeps attacking me with one troop over and over again. I couldn't be more annoyed right now. So whoever you are, just stop, man. Leave a comment, say what's up, talk, but you know, don't bother someone. Remember, you're taking time out of your day to bother someone. Just remember that. I'm talking to you. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So if you go to the Lord rankings, so we'll go to Lord rankings. For power, you got LOK at the top, all LOK. You go to, we're not going to go to kill ranking because you already know that Savage Grandpa is still number one. Even though he lost his troops, he still got 100k kills today. The man is a savage. This. So you want to let the kingdom develop, guys. There's no reason to attack for the first 2 weeks of the kingdom. You want all the people to build and be invested into the kingdom. So if you go killing people, what are you going to get? You're not getting anything for the first 2 weeks. You got to let these farms build up. You got to let these castles build up. You got to let them put the work in, and then after 2 weeks you lay it down to them. You don't just come in smacking tiles and smacking castles, making newbies quit, because that's not a way to have a healthy kingdom. You're going to burn your kingdom out. That's what happened to 440. We had Sid Cannibal for the first week. He had millions of kills. Before the throne, you know, by throne time, he had like 30 million kills. So I mean, he was just savaging the kingdom. He just sat and attacked people day and night, which was great. I mean, he killed a lot of enemies, but at the same time, I wish he wouldn't have killed off all of the farmers in the process. So so you're looking at the kill rankings. Now let's look at castle rankings. So we got all these LOK up here. We've got one KOR Korean. He's at 19, and I think we got like one more Korean up here somewhere. In 9th place, we got another Korean. But when you go to the level ranking, guys, now let me tell you something about level ranking. Level ranking is one of the most important rankings when you're trying to get info about people, because power, cast statistics, and all this, it doesn't really mean as much because people could be holding back, and that is the art of the Korean sandbag. That's just what they call it in the United States, sandbagging. It's when you're like holding back, like in NASCAR races, like someone will sandbag back in like 3rd or 4th place, then the final like 10 laps they'll go for 1st place. So that's basically kind of how that is. They're like playing defense, waiting on you know, waiting for other people to show their cards. So a lot of our guys have showed their cards and sped up instead of waiting for the Strongest Lord event, which you know, a lot of times you need to do that to protect your lines and stuff, but in this case they really didn't need to do it. But I'm sure some's going to be popping out 26 for the Strongest Lord, and Nixon, Dennis, all these guys, they'll be going hard blank as well. So now when you go to level ranking, you start to really see like who's been spending what. Now there's also one other thing. They could have bought the Lord Super Pack, and that would, you know, put them ahead. But the Koreans, they're not going to buy the Lord Super Pack. It's not worth the $100 for just the XP when there's better packs right now that are more important. Your progress is more important than your Lord level. But when you're recruiting and stuff, this is where I go to recruit. I go to Lord level rankings. Usually I'll try to get the top people that I can find that are not in LOK or any affiliation. So this guy right here, he's a Russian, level 23 Lord, so I can tell he's a spender. And just start a conversation. I mean, I don't usually say when to talk, but just start any conversation with them, and then, you know, work on your recruiting. I'm not recruiting from any of the LOK sub-alliances because I want them to grow strong too. So we're working with what we got, and then we're going to recruit outside of LOK. So you can see a lot of TEA, 1, and Core up in here. So you got a lot of the enemy castles. You can see them; they're everywhere. So this guy's name is Gorilla. So he looks like he could be English. So this is how you do recruiting. So let me get back to like the focus of the video. So I'm just going to let you know now, this Jerome guy, level 26, he's going to be popping a high castle level once the castle development stages come. He's probably got a lot of gold saved, hundreds of thousands. He's probably got a lot of speed up saved for troops and for castle. So this is going to be like one of these like potential level 30 castle type characters. We have some of them too, so you know, it's not going to be too bad, but I just want to let you know this isn't going to be an easy ride for us here in 1545. Just like in 440, we're going to have a healthy competition. So you can see my rankings, 463. So I'm going to hold back on all of my development until the Strongest Lord event. So basically the Strongest Lord event, if you're new to Clash of Kings, it takes place every 2 weeks, and it is a week-long event where each day it has a new event. Now, normally the first event is Gathering, so we will start off there. But before that, in all kingdoms, guys, remember this, because a lot of times it's random. I think the first one isn't random, but after that it becomes random. That guy is still bothering me. It becomes random after the first Strongest Lord. So basically, every time before the Strongest Lord event begins, there's a couple things you want to do. One, try to time your troop pulls to finish their troop training, like, you know, 10 minutes after the event starts, or somewhere around there, shortly after the event starts. Or if they are ended and it's right before the event ends, then just hold off on opening your troops just in case it's troop training or strength event. Number 2, and this is really, really important, this is huge because everyone's doing it, but a lot of you guys might not know this. And don't say, oh, DaYDreaMz, they're gonna patch it if you put this in. They're not gonna patch this. They don't care. It's not like a glitch or anything. This is just like a little trick that you can do. When you have your equipment, it gives you power. So before the strength and it's before the strength event. Whatever one gives you for the power. I believe it is the strength event. So before that event, you want to take your equipment off, so that way it takes your power down. Also take your dragon glass off. So if you have 6 pieces of equipment plus the dragon glass, that can be hundreds of thousands of power if you're in an older kingdom. So remember to take that off, because that's a lot of troops and a lot of building power and science power. Before, you know, if you take that off before, then once the event starts, you put it back on and you'll get the points. Make sure you wait like 20 minutes so that the event actually is activated, because it takes a little bit of time before the event kicks in. So let's say we're going to prepare for the Strongest Lord, because we're going to go for number 1. It starts in 1 day, 1 hour, 5 minutes. So basically what you want to do, this is real simple. I wish I had 3 marches right now, but I got to get that college up before I can get it. You basically just want to go through and find a gold mine. Now, a lot of people think like mithril or supermine or iron, because you know iron and mithril, they give you more points, but they actually don't. It's all pretty much equal, because they give you like more points for the iron since it takes longer to collect, but it takes longer to collect, and when you actually factor in the gathering speeds and stuff, it's a pretty big deal. So this gold mine has 66 gold, so we want to find a full gold mine. I believe they should be at like 100 gold. So if you can, try to find the level 7s, but you're taking a little bit more of a risk at the level 7 mines, because Savage Grandpa might be over there, or you know, one of the savages of 1545 hitting tiles 1 week into the kingdom. But you know, this guy's already on it, so this guy knows what he's doing, because you don't, you know, gold, you never want to gather gold. It's really a waste, but this guy knows what he's doing, and we're gonna go ahead and do it as well. Okay, so here's one of the Korean 19s, so we don't want to, you know what, I will gather near him, because I dare him to test me. I dare him to test me. If he tests me, then it's on. You know, I don't want to fight this early on in the kingdom. So you can see a lot of people are already taking advantage of the gold mines now. If we can find one that's open, that'd be great. Here's level 6, so it's only got 57 gold on it though. Who's been gathering gold mines before the event beats me? So you got this GDF alliance here. I don't think they're too much of a threat. It's a big French alliance. That's pretty cool. It's good to see. It's a nationality here, and all these guys working together. We won't be bothering them yet, but let's keep trying to find a gold mine. Now the closer we get this way, the closer we're getting to Savage Grandpa, and that's the last thing I want. Okay, so we got this wolf alliance right here in the 7s. I'm just gonna tell you right now, guys, these guys are gonna get burned out, because they're 73 kilometers from us. They're in our level 7s. Don't build in level 7s. That's where the resources are to collect. Look at all the resources that could be spawning here, but now we got to burn all these guys out, so that way our fields, it's basically like crop rotation. So we're going to fertilize the soil with all those dead bodies. But see these 97 mines, so these guys are going to have a little bit of a head start on us. So I might not even mess with this strongest lord event if I can't find a gold mine. This is my fault for getting to it a little bit late. So here's 92. So to collect 92, we need 10,000 troops, so we're going to send that out. And this way we at least are in the running. I'm going to go ahead and put a second march on gold as well, but I'll probably not be able to find a level 7 or level 6, so maybe I'll just hold off until a little later tonight and put that second march out there. So remember that your gathering bonuses do not work on gold mines. Please do remember that. So that is the first event that there's going to be. The second event is probably monster event. Now that event's very easy. That's just grinding. You just have to hit monsters all day with every march you have. Right now there's only level 6 monsters, so it's actually easy for all castles to win. You just have to put in the work, and you're probably gonna have to put in, like, you know, many hours, and you're gonna have to spend a little bit of gold buying your stamina. That's why you want to save your stamina in the beginning stages of kingdoms, so that way you can do the monster event. But a couple tricks for the monster event: save your random teleports and random teleport around, because when you're in the hive, there's too many people around and you got to march too far. You're marching like 2 or 3 minutes for monsters. If you random teleport and attack monsters, you're only going to be marching like, you know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And then once you clear out an area, you can sit in an area for like 30 minutes to an hour and then random teleport. If you're really trying to win the event and win Strongest Lord, that's basically what you got to do. So looks like someone was reinforcing me because of that guy attacking, but it's just someone trolling. So it's not funny though. There's a lot funnier trolls out there than just to bother someone by attacking them. So let's get into the next event, which will probably be development, which is your building event. So of course you want to try to time the building event. So like I'll probably be up to like castle 14, because I'm just, you know, I'm not using speed ups. I use a couple speed ups to get at least up to level you know, level 10, but after that I've just been slowly building. So basically just slowly build and try to align your building's time to end 10 minutes to 20 minutes after the building event ends. And then of course use all your speed ups on the following day, so that way you can get all your speed ups in, use all the gold you're going to use for your development, and that way you can get the, you know, highest ranking you can for development as well. I hate these traps. They cost too much resources this early, but you got to build them because it'll give you a little bit of power and stuff. So I'm going to build the traps. Hey guys, a little thing about this SOS guy, you can click him like 4 times in a row and get you can get resources and items like 4 times before he ends. So remember that. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. Of course, for troop training, save it for when, you know, try to end it. Like in early kingdoms, you're not going to be able to get much of a head start, maybe an hour or two. But in kingdoms where you have like, you know, 24 hours to build, like, you know, 1,200 troops. Remember, for troop training, you can go to support and get like, I believe it's 12.5% troop training speed up on the top, troop training up top, troop training here, and then if you go all the way down here, there's troop training here too. So you can get 12.5%. Remember that it also like increases the size of the troops that you're training. So you'll be training like, you know, 1,300 troops at a time. So remember that as well. In later kingdoms, they add the Lucky Wheel event. That's pretty simple. Basically, just save all of your dragon coins for that event every 2 weeks. That's in later kingdoms. Make sure that you check out the Lucky Wheel guide I did like 3 or 4 days ago. It'll help you a lot for that event. Make sure you're getting the good chests, and also make sure you gotta like use, so like in this instance, I would use another dragon coin here, because for the Lucky Wheel event, you like get points for how many times you like open the second chest. So there's dragon coins here, and I get dragon coins times 3. It'll probably be the wishes, but we can try for the dragon coins times 3. We didn't get it. You got to take those chances for the Lucky Wheel event. So save all your dragon coins and copper for that event. I think that's pretty much everything, guys. I hope I didn't miss one. If I did, I will leave it in the description. I'm going to be doing a Kingdom 440 video after this. I'm going to go and smack CUA around a little bit. They haven't seen Daddy in like 2 or 3 days, so got to pay the kids a visit, pay child support. You know how that works before I get locked up. So yeah, guys, let me know what's going on in your kingdom in the comments below. If you're in 1545, let me know your castle level, how you guys are doing. If you're in your other kingdoms still, let me know how things are going. Hopefully you guys are doing good. If you're not, you should have probably came along to this kingdom, because it should be a lot of fun. And remember, guys, the last thing you want to do is sit in a kingdom where you're a slave and you're just, you know, getting beat on every day. You know, you might be devastated to leave behind that 26 castle, but when you got prestige 5 100 million power just smacking you around, just, you know, you don't want anyone to ever be your master. And that's basically what it becomes whenever you're doing that. So this says 3 hours. So we're 1 second away from the gold mine. Let's see how much time. So we've got 30 hours on the gold mine. So that's perfect time, actually. We're only behind maybe a couple hours from the other people. This is gonna actually work out perfectly for us. So we're in a good spot. We're gonna go ahead and pull this, I believe, yeah, the 3 hours. We're gonna pull our wood mine back and go ahead and send out another gold mine collector and try to get our science up and get that 3rd March day, guys. If you appreciate these tips and tricks videos, make sure you smash the like button, guys. It really helps out the channel. We're a small community, and Clash of Kings got to take care of each other. See you in the next video. Peace.